Howdy, folks. General back to you. Want to talk to you a little bit about ladder safety. A lot of folks work on ladders, and uh, they figure, there's no particular rules or anything like that out for working on ladders. But let me talk to you a little bit about ladder safety. Now, I worked on ladders a lot before I retired. Well, I can't get on one now. Balance is gone. But I've still got a lot of memories from working on ladders. And let me share a little bit of that with you. Whatever the length of ladder you've got, it needs to be a third of the distance of the height of the ladder, a third of that out from what you got it leaned up against. That way it's the most stable. If you got it out there too far, it puts too much pressure on the ladder and the ladder might break or bend. If you got it too close to what you got it leaned up against, you got to remember your body's out here, so it's going to change the stability of things, and you might end up laying on your back with the ladder on top of you out in the parking lot somewhere, or worse. So you want a third of the distance that you got the ladder pulled up out from what you got it leaned up against. So if you got a 30-foot ladder up here, you want it 10 feet from the base of the ladder to what you got it leaned up against. Okay, now that'll take care of that. Now I always like to have about an 8-foot long piece of rope, split the difference and throw it over that top rung and run back through the loop where you got two pieces hanging there and it's not going anywhere, where you can throw that around something that you're leaned up against in case you lose your balance a little bit or something other, and it scoots the ladder. You're not going anywhere. You're tied to what you're up there at. That's a good little something other. They call that a lark's head knot. You just split the difference in the length of the rope where you've got a loop, put that loop over the top rung, run the other two ends through that loop and pull it up, and it's not going to go anywhere, and that'll give you two ends to run around something and tie it, even if it's in a bow knot. I mean, you don't want it something other like a permanent knot, but you do want a knot up there so you can undo it. Okay, that'll take care of that part of it. All right. When you go up a ladder, first, before you put the ladder up, look around and make sure there's no wires, because you don't want to be running into wires. That turns into a shocking experience. Sure enough. But make sure you're not going to be around any wires. And if there's going to be a lot of foot traffic and stuff around where you're at, put you some cones out, or get some of that yellow and black barrier tape and put it around your area. If you're in a industrial situation, where you can direct people around you, where some idiot won't come running around there with a forklift and run into your ladder and knock you off of it and bust you up. Or somebody doing horseplay, and horse plays everywhere. And those people that don't know what horseplay is, that's playing where you should not to, or acting a fool, you know, not being serious where you should be. Horseplay's got a lot of people hurt and dead. So anyway, back to ladders. When you start up a ladder, count your steps as you go up. Okay. Now something else I like to do. I'd take electrical tape, and when I was standing on the floor by the ladder, I'd come up where I could have my hand on the ladder like I was going to be just standing there, and I'd take electrical tape and wrap around that 2 or 3 times on both sides. That way my hands is going to run into that, letting me know that I'm right here at ground level. That way I didn't have to fool with counting steps. Needless to say, somebody's going to have your ladder and you'll end up with somebody else's, so you got to do it again. So other than that, just count your steps. When you get up there, however high it is, leave that number in your head. When you come back down, count your steps coming back down. And then let your toe come down and slide back away from the ladder, making sure you find the floor or ground right there. If you don't, come down another step. Whole lot better to rake your toe through the air and say, come down another step and then try it again. Because when you think you're at the bottom of the step, you're on the bottom rung, and you step off and you're 2 rungs up, you land on your back with whatever you're carrying on your shoulder, on your chest or on your face, you know, and you're laying there with the air knocked out of you. That's why I'm telling you about this right here. It's happened to me. You learn things. So I'm trying to spread a little bit of wisdom to you so you won't do it too. And pass this knowledge on, pass this link on. You know, I mean, you're sitting here watching this video. Send this link to your friends. That way, even if they're not working in an industrial situation, they might be working on their house. And you tear yourself up pretty good, you know, if you're by yourself. Even if you're with somebody and they're horseplaying. All right. Y'all like and subscribe, hit the bell, make comments, and make comments, because it makes that algorithm go crankety, 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 crank, you know, and it gets out there a little bit farther. Love y'all. Y'all like and subscribe, hit the bell, make comments. This General. I'm out.